52. All was fulfilled, the heart of Savitri. Fate followed her foreseen, immutable road. All was fulfilled, the heart of Savitri, flower sweet and adamant, passionate and calm, had chosen, and on her strength's unbending road, forced to its issue the long cosmic curve. Once more she sat behind loud hastening hooves, a speed of armored squadrons and a voice far heard of chariots bore her from her home. A couchant earth, wakened in its dumb muse, looked up at her from a vast indolence. Once more was near the fair and fated place, the borders gleaming with the grove's delight, where first she met the face of Satyavan, and he saw, like one waking into a dream, some timeless beauty and reality, the moon gold sweetness of heaven's earth-born child. The past receded and the future neared. Far now behind lay Madra's spacious halls, the white carved pillars, the cool dim alcoves, the tinged mosaic of the crystal floors, the towered pavilions, the wind-rippled pools, and gardens humming with the murmur of bees. Forgotten soon, or a pale memory, the fountain's plash in the wide stone-bound pool, the thoughtful noontide's brooding solemn trance, the colonnade's dream gray in the quiet eve, the slow moonrise gliding in front of night. Left far behind were now the faces known, the happy silken babble on laughter's lips, and the close clinging clasp of intimate hands, and adoration's light in cherished eyes, offered to the one sovereign of their life. Nature's primeval loneliness was here. Here only was the voice of bird and beast, the ascetic's exile in the dim-souled, huge, inhuman forest far from cheerful sound of man's blithe converse and his crowded days. In a broad eve with one red eye of cloud, through a narrow opening, a green-flowered cleft, out of the stare of sky and soil, they came into a mighty home of emerald dusk. There, onward led by a faint, brooding path, they saw low thatched roofs of a hermitage, huddled beneath a patch of azure hue, in a sunlit clearing that seemed the outbreak of a glad smile in the forest's monstrous heart, a rude refuge of the thought and will of man, watched by the crowding giants of the wood. Arrived in that rough-hewn homestead, they gave, questioning no more the strangeness of her fate, their pride and loved one, to the great blind king, a regal pillar of fallen mightiness, and the stately, careworn woman, once a queen, who now hoped nothing for herself from life, but all things only hoped for her one child, calling on that single head from partial fate, all joy of heaven, all joy of earth, all heaven's beatitude. Adoring wisdom and beauty like a young god's, she saw him loved by heaven as by herself. She rejoiced in the brightness. She rejoiced in his brightness, and believed in his fate, and knew not of the evil drawing near. All put behind her that was once her life, all welcomed that henceforth was his and hers. She abode with such a one in the wild woods. Priceless she deemed her joy, so close to death. Apart with love, she lived for love alone. As if self-poised above the march of days, her immobile spirit watched the haste of time. A statue of passion, an invincible force, an absolutism of sweet, imperious will, a tranquility and a violence of the gods, indomitable and immutable.